Hi everyone, welcome back to Crumbl Mumbl the podcast. This is the first weekly flavor review video of season 2, and I'm so excited to have you here. I'm so excited to talk about the cookies this week. And something new that we're doing this season is we're actually taking questions from you guys on our social media, and then I am answering them in real time. I know that I did this a couple of times in the last season, but we really want to dive in and be able to get your guys' questions answered more immediately, which is the format that this is giving us. Also, forgive my voice. It is a little bit raspy. Halloween weekend was a good time, but not for my voice. And so I'm recovering just a little bit, but I'm excited to be here and to talk to you about all of the cookie flavors that we have going on this week. So last week we had our Halloween lineup. One of 2 Halloween lineups. This was our other Halloween lineup. So last week was our candy inspired week. So we had things like Butterfinger, Nerds. We had all kinds of flavors just like that. And then this week is more of our traditional Halloween flavored week. So we had a lot of good flavors this week. You guys had a lot to say about it, and I am excited to dive into what we have. So starting off strong this week, our first cookie is our cornbread honey cake. This one was wild for you guys. As you know, we have a cornbread cookie, and that is a cult following fan favorite cookie. You guys beg for that to come back all the time on socials. We see you, we hear you, and we brought it back, but in a new recipe. Don't worry though, cornbread is still one of our recipes in rotation, and that one will come back, but this is just a little bit of a variation on that. So if you loved the cornbread, this is one that you're also going to love. It's got a buttercream frosting on the top, and it's got some cornbread crumbles on top of that as well, and it is just delightful. If you really like the consistency and the texture of cornbread, our amazing R&D team has taken that and put that into a cookie flavor. So you'll definitely want to try it. One question that we got about the cornbread honey cake is, can they order it without the frosting? So we know we have some diehard cornbread fans out there who were upset that we took the perfection that is the cornbread and put frosting on it. And the good thing about Crumbl is you can always dress a cookie down. So any bakery you go into, any one of our locations, if you don't like what's on it, you can always have them take things off of it. You can't ever dress it up, so you can't ever have them add things that aren't part of the recipe. But if there's a topping or frosting that you don't want, you can always ask them to dress it down. So if you're wanting that this week, if you want the cornbread without the frosting and the crumbles on top, feel free to go in and ask them to dress it down. No problem. All right, our next cookie is our almond coconut fudge. So we've got our chocolate base, we've got chocolate on top, we've got a nice little layer of coconut, we've got almonds on it. It is a delicious cookie, and this actually is a very controversial flavor because not a lot of people like almonds, and coconut is also a very divisive flavor for a lot of people. So if you like those things, you're gonna love this cookie. If you don't like those things, you might love this cookie, and it's worth giving it a shot. Something that someone asked is, if I don't like chocolate cookies, will I like this flavor? Great question. Considering that it is a chocolate cookie base, you might not like it if you don't like chocolate. But maybe the coconut and the almond and the drizzle on top will make up for that. We never know. That's the magic of Crumbl. All of the cookies are worth giving a try. And then if you don't like it, it's gone the next week and you have a whole new set of flavors to choose from. So try it if you're not a chocolate fan. And let us know what you think, because we'd love if this is the cookie that turns an anti-chocolate person into a chocolate lover. But that is the almond coconut fudge. And then we have our Blue Monster featuring Chips Ahoy. So this is a cookie that I love so much. I do all of our partnered cookies here at Crumbl, so they kind of have like a sweet spot in my heart. But I really love this one because there's a lot of flavor profiles out there that have the same kind of consistency, right? It's the Blue Monster, right? There's ice cream flavors out there like this. There's cakes out there like this. And I love that we've taken it and we've put it into a cookie. And not only did we put it into a cookie, we partnered with Chips Ahoy to put it into the perfect cookie combination. So with this cookie, you've got little tiny chocolate chips in it. You've got this really nice buttercream frosting on top that's blue. And then of course you have a full mini Chips Ahoy cookie on top of that as well. And one of the questions we've gotten, it actually wasn't a question, it was just a comment that I thought was very high praise for this cookie. Someone said, Chips Ahoy cookie is amazing, and I don't really like chocolate chip cookies, but the little chips in this are stunning. I literally love it. You guys have converted me. So listen, I'm just saying, all right? Just like with the almond coconut fudge, if you're not a chocolate person, that cookie could change your mind. This person was not a chocolate chip person and they love this cookie. So it's always worth a shot. It's always worth a try. And if you don't like the cookie, at least you get a little mini Chips Ahoy cookie with it. And everyone loves Chips Ahoy, right? Right. All right, next cookie we have is our sugar featuring Mother's Eerie Critters cookies. So you've seen this recipe before. This is one of our flavors that has another huge following, similar to our cornbread, is our circus animal cookie. It was one of our first flavors that we ever added to the database, and people have loved it since. You guys, this is another one that you guys ask for all the time, and we love hearing from you and what you want. And this is the exact same recipe, but it just has a little bit of a Halloween twist to it. So the topper that you'll find on top is obviously not a circus animal. It's an eerie critter. So this one, I think, is a cat. Yeah, the one on this cookie specifically, but you also might get a bat. There's cats, there's bats. I don't know if there's more, but there's all kinds of little Halloween creatures that you might find on your cookie. And it's that circus animal recipe that you guys love, just with a little bit of a Halloween twist. We've got black and orange sprinkles this time and a different topper. And one of the questions we've gotten from that is actually if this is the same recipe as our sugar featuring circus animal, and it is. So if you love that cookie, make sure to come grab this one as well. And then we have our peanut butter nougat featuring Snickers. This is another one obviously near and dear to my heart because I'm definitely biased, but this is one that we teamed up with Snickers to create, and it's one that will inspire you. That is inspired by the Snickers flavor. Hopefully it inspires you too as well. We love our cookies to be inspiring. If you like Snickers, you're going to love this cookie because Snickers literally was involved in making this cookie. And it's got all the flavors that you'd love in a Snickers. It's got the caramel, it's got the nougat, of course, it's got the chocolate, and we've put it all into a perfect cookie form. That is the peanut butter nougat featuring Snickers. And one of the questions we've gotten on this cookie is someone asked, why are there peanut butter flavors every single week? Some people are allergic, is what they asked. That is a great question because that's a fair question. Why do we have peanut butter every single week? And the reason we have that is, one, a lot of people are peanut butter lovers. There's a lot of people out there who are peanut butter extremists who love peanut butter everything. And we also know that there are people who don't really like peanut butter. And the magic and beauty of Crumbl is that we have 6 flavors every single week. So we're hoping that for the people who love peanut butter, we give them an option every single week. And for the people who don't like peanut butter as much, you have 5 other flavors to choose from. And it is unfortunate if you have an allergy to peanut butter. I cannot imagine how hard your life must be. And I mean that genuinely because I love peanut butter. But if there is one cookie with peanut butter in it, hopefully one of the other 5 flavors on the menu will be something that you love. And hopefully someday modern medicine will kick in and we can get rid of all allergies and you guys can all try the peanut butter cookies. But that's why we have the peanut butter every single week. And Sawyer Hemsley, our CBO, he's the one who plans out our cookie calendar in advance. And he is meticulous about making sure that what you get in a box of 6 cookies is amazing. He makes sure that all of the flavors work together, that there's a little bit of something for everyone. There's a chocolate, there's a peanut butter, there's a fruit, there's a sweet one. And we try to get a medley of all of those flavors every single week. And a peanut butter is a staple of that medley. So that's why we have those every single week. And then of course we have our milk chocolate chip. This is an award-winning cookie. This is the cookie that started all of Crumbl. We have it every single week. You guys know this. And that is the 6th cookie in the lineup. So thank you guys for submitting your questions this week. Loved seeing them. Loved hearing what you thought about the cookies. Please keep interacting with us on socials in terms of what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like. We take it all very, very seriously when we consider what we release, when we release it, and how we release it. If there's a recipe that you guys really are not jiving with, let us know. We'll take it back. We'll put it in redev, and we'll try to figure out a better way to get that cookie to you. In terms of news, things going on in Crumbl, we just opened our very first Manhattan store. Very exciting. So crazy. A lot of people on socials were so confused that we didn't have a New York location yet. They said things like, you opened up in Arizona before New York? Like, what? It's true, but we're finally in New York City. We have more locations coming soon as well, but the Big Apple now has the world's best cookies. It's the best combination in the world. I was able to go out there with the PR team and we shot some really cool content and some things that you guys will see on socials. In addition to the New York store, we open multiple stores every single week. So feel free to comment down below where you guys want to see a store next, because that is something we take into consideration when we think about where we want to put stores, because we want to put our cookie stores where there are cookie lovers. So let us know where you're living, where you're at. If you already have a store, do you need 2? Let us know. We'll listen to you and try to get a store near you as soon as possible. Additionally, we have our cookie fantasy league going on, right? As America's game day dessert. Crumbl is that for America and hopefully soon the world. And we want to be part of your game day spread. And we also want to know which cookies of ours are the best. And so if you tune in onto our Instagram, on our stories, you'll be able to go vote for what your flavors are, what flavors are your favorite. So we've got right now, I think we're doing the peanut butter tournament. So again, for you peanut butter haters, I'm very sorry. But we're doing our peanut butter cookies right now. And you can go on and vote for which ones are your favorite and which ones you think should be at the top of the bracket. Yesterday, we just opened our chocolate bracket. So if you guys like chocolate cookies, make sure you go and vote for which one is your favorite so that you can make sure your favorite cookie makes the cut. And of course, as sports season is kicking off with all of our winter sports, be sure to always include Crumbl in your game day spread. It is the perfect addition to anything you might already have on the table, including pizza, wings, everything. You need the sweets, you need Crumbl, you need America's game day dessert. So be sure to add it on there. And that is all that we have for today, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to our weekly flavor review video. This is the first one of season 2. Can't wait to keep hearing your feedback and what you want to see on this season. I am reviewing comments and suggestions all the time, and this is a living, breathing podcast. So we're taking everything that you suggest and taking it into account. We will see you on the next episode. Bye.